All right, let's talk about Inbox. Now, Inbox is where you would communicate, all right? So you can send messages to individual students, groups that you create inside of your Canvas course, if you're sectioning your courses or entire courses, all right? Canvas actually makes analytics inside of your course and records whenever you send a message to a student. So as tempting as it is to circumvent Canvas and not communicate through the Canvas inbox, try to do it, because if a student were to come back and say, oh, well, Miss Min, she's not communicating with me at all, you can actually pull that and it makes graphs and timestamps, date stamps when the actual email was sent inside of Canvas, versus having to pull it from your sent inside of Outlook or whatever else you're using. So your institutional email address should be associated with your account. Now, if you're not wanting to give out your email to students, parents, you can continue to use Canvas email without giving away your email addresses, all right? So when students are uploaded, their address is pre-populated, all right? You don't have to input that yourself as an instructor. Now, we're gonna look just a little bit at your inbox, all right? And so over here, you can see that I've got my little notification that I have some inboxes for, means I have 4 messages that I have not read. And when I come in, I have some filtering options, all right? So right here, I've got all courses, my favorite courses, where I told you could come over here to the book and hit those little stars. That's what favorite courses are. And then I've got more courses, all right? So I'm just going to come in and let's see. Well, before I filter it, let's look at all my courses, look at the inbox of that. So again, you can filter up here. It's just like normal email. I can see all my messages. You can see these stars right here. This means that they were important to me. I can come in and star a message, all right? If I think a message needs to be saved, I can filter it. This is my inbox. Anything I have not read, I can filter it to unread. Starred, like you just saw me star that conversation. I can see any conversation that I feel is important, anything that I've sent out to students or a parent. And also, I mentioned this before, submission comments. So if I have a student who made a comment about an assignment, I can see those, all right? Now, coming on over to compose to a course, I've got my pencil right here, kind of top right, compose a new message. I can select a course, all right? So I'm gonna come in, here's my favorite courses, more courses. If you're making groups inside of Canvas, you can also just email a certain group, all right? So this is nice as well. So I'm just gonna come on back and email a course just really quickly. Let's see, my intro to psych, and then my gray box over here with a little notebook on it. This is where I choose who I want to email, all right? So I can email, let me go into a course with some students. There we go. So I can, if I were to have a co-teacher, I can email that co-teacher. I can also email my students, all right? So I have a choice. Either I can say everybody, all right, all my students, and I can say individual message, so it's a blind copy, or I can come back and say, well, I just want to email certain students. All right, I only have one student in this class. But you can click and choose each student that you want, or you can type their name in and it will populate. Again, you do have the ability to send an individual message to each recipient, all right, or not, up to you. Be very careful with attaching files and making video inside of email. It is going to eat up your course data if you, or course quota, if you attach massive files to email, because it's not associated with student work or an assignment. So just be aware of that. Not that you would do it, it's just something to be aware of. All right. And that's it inside of Inbox, honestly, is like any other email platform.